The algorithms really don't care about dwell time. All they care about is comments and relevant comments. That's the only thing that drives any kind of recycling through the news feed on LinkedIn. And you get a couple of hours, the algorithms are going to look at a certain post, and dwell time helps because that's what initially attracts the algorithms to a certain post, is that dwell time. And impressions are somebody actually stopped the scroll long enough to read something or look at the image on that post. That's all an impression is. Mm-hmm. They're cheap. They're not worth anything, but it's the beginning. But it's as soon as you start getting comments, that's when the algorithms get excited. Mm-hmm. And they start saying, oh, there's something happening here. It's starting a conversation. There has to be something interesting about this post. And sometimes it's just your best friends that are commenting on something. So usually the 10 people that comment all the time on your posts, it doesn't give you much of a boost because they know those are your top 10 people that are always getting involved. Mm-hmm. In fact, if it's somebody that's a second connection that gets involved with that conversation, you get double the points in the algorithms.
Got it. So is one of the goals then when you're doing a post to get comments? Is that what?
Yes.
Okay.
That is your sole job, is to get more comments or to get somebody to share that. So like you guys, if Jason posts something, Leo, you could share that to your network, or Daniel, you could share that to your network. And that's when it really starts to get interesting. Ooh, this is getting around.
Got it. And for businesses, is it good does it help the business as well? So if I go and I share somebody else's post, and where I'm going with this is, if you're a consultant or if you're trying to build up your business, that's where you could go to your sphere of influence, say, look, like my post and share it to your profile. I mean, that's kind of priming the pump. I'm sure eventually LinkedIn will say, hey, I already know these 10 people, so no, we're not going to give it as much visibility. But the goal where I'm going with this is, let's say if you share it to your wall, Angela, and somebody picks it up from yours, that kind of helps, that maps back to me.
Yes. And I've actually done that. I shared the design report for this year.
Oh, great.
And that got a lot of attention. The algorithms are still kind of built on the whole giver's gain idea. And it is relevant comments. I have a lot of people that I know from Provisors that do comment on my posts quite regularly. But it's the relevance of those comments that makes the difference. Are they adding to the conversation, or are they just saying, oh, nice job, Angela, or, great point, or, that stuff doesn't do anything for you. But if they're actually a couple of sentences with some good keywords, because they're actually adding to the conversation, they're another consultant or something that has high level information that they can add to that conversation, that's when the algorithms really start to get excited about things.